You know how companies have rewards programs sometimes, typically credit cards, they'll give you cash back, or fast food restaurants, they'll give you points, or whatever. There's just some kind of loyalty program these companies have. And if you think about it, that loyalty program is to incentivize people to come back, right? Because if you're giving people points to do something, they're gonna keep, they're like locked into your business. They're gonna keep coming back for more because of the value of that. Ideally, if you're a company, what you want is the most appealing loyalty program. You want to be able to say like 100 times cash back. We're going to give you $5,000 for every dollar you spend. You know, the crazier the better, because that'll get more people in. But you don't actually want to pay that out. The more you're paying that out, the more you're just hurting your bottom line. So my $1 million, billion dollar possible startup idea. What if instead of having the end consumer redeem their reward points, their cashback, whatever, through you outsource it to a company that makes the process as difficult as possible? And I'm not just talking like a little bit difficult, I'm talking about like major, like 3-month headache to sign up. So right, imagine you've got like $100 in rewards points and you want to go claim them. You're gonna have to go to this third-party website. They're down for maintenance a lot of the time, like a lot of the time. And that's because they're based on a cruise ship that's mostly around Malta. The Wi-Fi on the cruise ship isn't very good. That's where all the servers live. And they're going down all the time for maintenance and stuff. This is the only way you can claim it, by the way. They do have customer support lines, but it's all with people who speak different languages. They'll have like a neural network, right? And they'll detect what language you are from, like where you're calling from and your voice when you say hello or whatever in your language, and it'll find someone who doesn't speak that language and like route you to them for the support line. So that's immediately a no-go. And then you're signing up online. The one time the website is up, right, you have to like put in your email gmail.com. We're not accepting .com domains for email, sorry. You're gonna need another one. You're gonna need a non.com email, and it's gonna cost you 32 cents. Actually, that's even a cash grab. It'll cost you 1 cent to submit this token to get your cash back claimed. But the thing is that 1 cent, we're not accepting that with Venmo or Cash App or a credit card, God forbid. We're accepting some weird altcoin or maybe just like a physical check that you've got to mail. And don't forget the mailing address, very difficult to pin down because the company is based on a cruise ship in Malta. And you might say like, okay, well, this is just illegal. You're just talking about an illegal company. But I mean, good luck dealing with the Maltese government and their lax restrictions around companies like this. Like, if you want to come sue us, you're going to have to go through our helpline, and they only speak obscure African languages. So sorry. This also has big implications for anything where you just don't want the users to make accounts or anything like that. I'm sure there are tons of things like that where you want to provide like a service where you're just like reaping the benefits off someone, but you never want them to actually like sign in and like claim anything, because that would just be a massive headache. You want them to just kind of go in circles and like watch ads over and over again and just like make them consume an endless amount of useless content, you know? That's like the ideal. Maybe this $1 billion app idea, the company's not even paying them. They're just making all their money in ad revenue because the sign-up process is like so long and they've got ads on all their sign-in pages, and it just like keeps redirecting and timing out, and the loading times are like as slow as possible with ads on the side. So that's how we're making all the money. That's just like genius. And then the big companies, it's like a huge win-win for them because they don't have to pay you anything and they're saving a ton of money on it, and all the legal stuff is out of their hands. We'd set it up so like if someone's gonna get sued, it's us, but like we're on the cruise boat in Malta, you know, and good luck suing us. I don't know why anyone hasn't done this already. In fact, maybe it has been done. That's the problem with good ideas, is like sometimes when you think of an idea and it's just like so good, that's a sign that it's just already been done. But yeah, this is also a classic example, this problem of like capitalism eating itself. I know I have like a weird trend of being Marxist on this channel. I don't have like any strong beliefs one way or another, other than that I know like corporate greed is kind of destroying this country. Like, have you heard that thing that Google is now like significantly worse because they'll make their search queries like do worse on purpose so that you'll have to like search multiple times and watch more ads? That's no surprise. Google's like an insidious company, but there's examples of that all around. Or like, it used to be like as a feudal serf, you know, you would get really nice clothing and it would take like a long time to make, and you'd have like 2 shirts you would wear and the shirts would never wear out, or it would take years and years to wear out because they were finely sewn by hand. And now fast fashion factories will make stitches like as wide, as big as possible, because it's much cheaper, it's easier to produce, you don't have to use as much fabric, and it'll fall apart much more quickly, meaning that people have to go back and buy more clothing. And that's just like, that's such a huge scam. There's like countless examples of that, of like detracting the quality for profit, and it's just hurting the consumer and hurting the world for the sake of profit. Yeah, it really sucks, but sometimes you kind of have to do something unethical to make money these days. But does money even really mean anything? Who knows, man? Yeah, no conclusion to this one, really. I'll see you next time.